guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, I want to start by just apologizing for such a long hiatus. That was not my intent to do that. So last spring I was trapping beavers, releasing videos, did some trout fishing, released videos, went turkey hunting, released videos, and I started muskie fishing and really got involved in that and went pretty much all spring, all summer trying to learn how to catch a muskie. And I'm sure you've heard it's the fish of 10,000 casts, and me learning, I just didn't get one. I hooked one once, but not enough to make a good video out of, so I decided to just kind of not release any videos about it because I thought it'd be kind of boring, just me trying to figure out how to catch a muskie. Then we went into hunting season, and I had decided last year that I was going to take some time and hunt and try to get a nice buck, which I ended up getting. But my GoPro gave me a lot of problems. I never got the shot on camera, didn't really get any of the hunt on camera. So I'm going to show you a clip of this buck. It was the best buck I ever got, so here it is. My very first 11 point. Count them up, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we're in West Virginia, you guys would call it a 12 pointer, but that's an 11 pointer. That's a real nice buck. Probably my best. All that being said, I just didn't get trapping for a while. Really, Christmas is when I started trapping, so I've got some traps out. I've been making some catches, so we're going to get back into it. So here we go. Welcome back to Bonehead Trapping. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing. Well, I got to be real careful underneath this bridge. I've not had good luck under this bridge for years, and I don't know why. So I got tracks of all sorts of critters. When you go over here, I start seeing pretty consistently raccoon tracks, possum tracks, but even mink tracks down there. But this is all freezing through here because it's so slow. But I also had cat and dog tracks. There's mink. But I just got to be cautious on how I do this. There are predators here to catch, but I think what I need to do, because there's so many running through there and I don't want to catch some domestic dog or some feral cat or something like that. I think I need to go in the water with both these, but here's what I'm looking to do. Put like a edge set right here, and then over here, there's a real thin edge running right there. You can see tracks of all sorts of little critters running on top of that. That's a real thin edge. Maybe we're going to use that, so maybe it'd be a good idea to stick one there too, anchored into that embankment. So yeah, I don't know if it'd be better. I want to try to do it so I can see it by looking over, so I don't have to run down here every day. But all right, so I got my pan right there. It's right at the corner. That way I can, in the morning, stick my head over there, look, see if I got something. Chance I can catch a raccoon, possum, muskrat, mink, hopefully mink. I might put something up against the back of that wall just to keep them from running that close, because I know mink are tiny. So, a little tip, guys. This is a Duke #1, and I was setting that trap, and it felt tight. So I checked the pan. So I just set the trap off with my thumb. I just pressed down into it, and it took a lot of pressure to set it off. No way a mink would have set that off. And with this good a mink sign right here along this edge, I really want to make sure that a mink, I can catch it if it comes through. So I'm going to loosen up that pan tension. But even when you're on the line, keep checking your traps, make sure they're working, especially after catches. And then that first time I set them, I like to just kind of check them out. And thankfully I did, or I wouldn't be able to catch. This is a rusted trap, so I think it just got a little bit tighter than it needed to be. So we'll get that pan tension set. All right, so I got that Duke right in front of that hole. It's got some mink lure in there, and then I think some Hoosiers LDC just for some stench. And then over here along that edge, I got a hidden Duke 1 3/4 for like a blind set. So Wouldn't be surprised if I catch raccoons in these sets, but hopefully we catch mink instead. All right, let's move on. Oh yeah, bring a screwdriver with you, makes it easier. All right guys, check day one. Been empty on all my traps, but over here on this blind set that I made, I caught a possum. First one of the year. Really didn't think I was going to catch a possum, but sure enough, that's what we ended up getting. So we'll get this guy taken care of and get him dispatched and get the trap reset, and got one more set to check before dark here and check it out tomorrow. So first critter, possum. Go figure. Well, I'm surprised this happened because it was pretty cold last night, but got ourselves a raccoon down there. It's like a pretty decent sized raccoon, so we'll get it dispatched and move on down the line. I'll show you what it looks like. Well, he made a big huge mess out of what I had going on here, but that's okay. I'm just surprised that a raccoon was moving around. It was like 22 degrees last night, so kind of surprised me that one came down here and worked this set. I assumed the next couple nights that's going to be more frequent, as these mink sets are going to be picking up raccoons and things like that, but we're going to get it reset and once again still try to catch that mink. Yeah, all right, moving on. So I just kind of made a little hay set out of it underneath this bridge still. That'll catch mink, but it held that raccoon really good, so I'm happy about that, because I was nervous because there were some bobcat tracks under here. So I thought if I caught a bobcat right here, would I be able to hold it? And I think I can. So we'll just leave it like that. I got some mink lure and some war paint down that hole. So yeah, that one over there is untouched. Well guys, I feel a little stupid. Yesterday, I set a trap down this creek where I'd caught a beaver the year before. Last year, I didn't catch any more beavers. And it's clear that they've been chewing more. So when I left this morning, I checked the trap, there was nothing in it. When I left, I went a different way and got above this marsh and looked, and there's a whole nother section that they built onto. And I just found the hut. So now we're close. So I'm gonna get as close as I legally can. The wind's blowing across. I don't know, it might be better to throw traps from over there, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna walk around a little bit, make sure there's no one else trapping here. And yeah, all this open water, hut right there, so definitely into it now. But they really changed this. This was just a creek last year. Now it's, I mean, if you tell, it's frozen over out there, but definite beaver activity, so let's get it built. All right guys, I think I might have something here. Looks like something got in this trap before it all iced over, which is surprising, but I'll get down in here, see, bust all this out. I'm not 100% sure on it, but I got something down there. Sure looks like a beaver. What's this yet? Another one over there. See if we can... Oh yeah, there we go. Got ourselves a flat tail. Cool. Nice. First beaver of the year. You'll hear me say this a lot. Looks like a 2-year-old. I'll walk over here and check this other one. Grab my shovel and see if I gotta reset them both. What? Let's go check it out. Well, the other one was empty, but I mean, this is what you want. Got that full paw in there, full pad, and let's see what's going on here. This looks kind of weird. It's got one white nail. I don't know what that's about, but we'll get this one reset. Hopefully, We'll catch the other one. I'm sure there's at least one more, but yeah, we'll get it reset before it gets dark here and try to get this. I don't know if tonight will be a good night. It's supposed to get warmer and rain, so yeah, cool. First beaver. Let's keep it going. Got myself a raccoon here. He's on a drag, but he's like stuck out in the middle, so he should have a ton of area to run. But I'm gonna get this thing dispatched here soon because I don't know, I don't really see much of a catch circle, but this was designed for bobcat. But we got a coon, which is fine. They want some coons taken out of here, so we'll get this thing dispatched and move on. It's raining harder, so I'd like to get it taken care of. So here we go. Raccoon on a drag. Now we got ourselves a possum here in this DP. So doing good. It's down in that little cornfield. So we're gonna harvest this guy. He's an egg eater. He's a crop eater. So gotta get him out of here. I got a lot more traps down through here, so let's keep it moving. But one possum already. Got a coon here yesterday, so starting to get the numbers. Oh guys, like the number one worst thing that could happen happened on my trap over here. And here's what that is. Had a flat set going down this trail. A rabbit got caught in it. And while the rabbit was caught in it, something found the rabbit. So I won't get too graphic with what I show, but that's what remains. Could have been a bird. I don't really know, but they got caught right there and ripped apart and eaten. And then over here, I had that hay set on the corner and the trap was set off, but it was just sitting in the bed. So I have a feeling that this one could have been a deer. I'm guessing not. There's toes. So I think we missed something here. Hopefully I can get this reset and we'll get another opportunity. But that really stinks because that rabbit getting caught like that put one trap out of commission, and then this one not working put that trap out of commission. So I'm hoping I can get these reset and have them work. Well, I'm over by where I already caught the beaver, and I've gone 2 days now without catching anything in those two caster mounds, and I'm pretty sure there's more beavers in here. I mean, this, I don't know if you could tell, but that's a dam all the way to there. It's a lot of work for one beaver. Right here, there's a pile of sticks and some mud, and I almost believe that this might be the start of a hut, which I've seen them do this a couple times. It looks really deep out in front of it, so there's a chance maybe there's like a bank down there pretty much. The tree that I very first set up against, it also looks like a hut. So I have a feeling there's a couple more beavers here, and it might be hard to figure out how to get them. So soon, today's Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas. Soon, tomorrow, starts cable restraint season, and a little bit more relaxed work environment where I can trap a little bit more and get a little bit more done in the outdoors that I like to do. So I'm going to be setting a lot more, and I'm going to take some time at this beaver location and another one that I have to set snares, because I think that might be the only way I'm going to be able to catch these things. I think last year I came down here and I caught one, and this year I came down here and I caught one, and clearly between the 2 years there was a lot more beaver activity. So we got some kind of weird laws. I watch a lot of trapping videos from a lot of different places. I'm not allowed to set 15 feet from a structure, so I got to be beyond 15 feet. So like a dam break set is something I can't do, which would be an awesome set because I know they're gonna come and repair it, but I just can't do it. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. I can't go in front of the holes in front of the den and put conibears because that's structure. So if it was iced, all the way iced over, like if it stayed really cold and froze over really solid, I'd be able to walk out there, see where they're living, get 15 feet away, plow a hole through the ice, put a conibear snare and nab them that way. But it just doesn't seem like that's an option for me. So we're gonna have to get creative. We're gonna have to figure out a way to nab these things, because I got a feeling if I pulled traps now and left, next year they'll create more damage. I think there's more. So moving on. All right, guys, we're heading back to Beaver location, and I have there's a road right up there that I can drive and kind of check these things throughout the days. Kind of as I'm going by, I just check. And when I came by today, I could tell that something happened. I had these drowning rods, but I had a hard time getting the ends down in the water, and it looked like I caught a beaver or something, and it didn't drown. So I think it's up on the bank with this rod attached to it. So I'm gonna hurry up, get over here and dispatch it, or at least see what happened over here. So that's what we're doing right now. I'll try to leave you on as I get closer. It's kind of impossible to be quiet and go over here. And I'm hearing thrashing. It's in the water now, whatever it is. Oh yeah, it's a beaver. It's a beaver. So somehow that beaver got itself. Rod's still hooked up right, but he got over here on this embankment and got stuck. So we're gonna get this thing dispatched and get taken care of. Looks like a decent sized beaver. Well, this beaver is substantially bigger than the other one I got, so I'm guessing this is the big old female. Back foot catch, which is not ideal, but is what happens. So let's get this thing reset and get this, I assume, big girl out of here. Guys, I dispatched this raccoon earlier. I was in a hurry. This did not work the way it was supposed to. I didn't want a coon, but that's what I got. I was trying to get a mink. So I had over here, I had a brick set, and then I had just a trap buried over there. And you can tell by all this up in here that at one point that raccoon moved this brick, had it over here, and was digging at this embankment. And then he came back in this direction and ended up getting himself caught in both traps. But let me show you. He's only caught by a toe in the little Duke #1. It's not designed for raccoons, but that's what we got him in. So get him out of that. And then on my blind set, on this edge, that's a Duke 1 3/4, and that's what got him. So he was double stuck. But we'll get this thing fixed and set back up for mink, and hopefully they move soon, because it's been hard. I haven't been catching any mink, just coons and possums. So show you what it looks like. Well, that coon bent this Duke #1 up so much it's stuck like this. Dog's not in place, just all bent up. So yep, out of commission. Ain't this a bummer? I came down here to pull this trap because it had froze in. It was a conibear, and then a mink, I don't know how long ago, ran right up through here and continued down this way. Went over here, did mink things. Looks like a decent sized mink too. Went up and checked. Where'd it go? Nothing there. And down through there, right underneath there. So if that's where they're going to run, right there, I'm going to put a conibear right there and reset my edge set and See if I can't get lucky. We'll see. See what we can do with this.